If y'all couldn't see, I just woke up. I'm currently in Miami for the week. I've been in here for the week, and I've made a pretty substantial amount of money while I've been here, and I just wanted to make this video and talk to you guys about that. And I'm just gonna go outside. I'm gonna go walk around, sit down, and have a chat with you boys. Watch of the day is going to be a Cartier Santos. And yeah, we're going to just go out. We're gonna head out. We're gonna see what's up outside. Alex is currently outside. He's on a run. He left, I don't know, about 30 minutes ago. So I don't know. He's probably gonna be gone for a good minute. Alrighty, guys, we got all of the essentials. It's time to head out. Yeah, I think I've got everything. But yeah, my main focus of this video is just going to be to talk to you guys and just talk about how I was able to get to where I am today. Because I am 18. I'm 18 and a half. Not a lot of people were able to get to where I am at 18. So I figure I'll give you my point of view and my perspective and what I think firsthand. Hello. Alrighty, boys, we have made it to the spot. This is the boardwalk. We've had some interesting stories here. We've ran into some interesting people, but it is a beautiful view here. There's actually nobody here, but if you come here at like 12 a.m., 1 a.m., this place is popping. I took a trade today and I made $12,000. Yesterday, I took a trade and I made $45,000. That alone in 2 days is $57,000. That is an American salary. A lot of people think it's not possible. A lot of people think, oh, Ivan, you sell a course. Oh, Ivan, you don't actually know how to do it. Well, the truth is, I haven't sold a course since the start of this year, and I have not sold a course before that. I have never sold a course. I have been running it up for the last 6-7 months. I have been mastering the strategy that I trade with now that allows me to top tick and bottom tick, and I'm able to take it with 5-10 minis. I'm able to make $10, $20, $30,000 a trade now. It all paid off. After all of the months of studying, I'm now able to make that money, and I'm able to teach people, and I have been teaching people. Just take a look at all of the testimonials. Let's take a look at what people have been posting for the past week. This is today. Bang. We can keep going up. Moss made like $7,000. Look at this, 5K. And this thing just keeps on going, man. These people just joined. Here's a $1,000 payout. People are actually getting money sent to their bank accounts. $1,000 available to withdraw. That person just wants $2. Here's another payout for $2,000. This is yesterday. This is all within the last few days. Look at this crazy trade that they took. Shannon is taking a payout for $5,000 in the next few days. And it keeps on going. I'm not doing this to sell you the course. I'm doing this rather to tell you that I started selling a course 2 weeks ago, maybe. And I have all of these people that just joined and look at their results. Look at it. Like, bro, I'm doing this shit for real. I'm showing you that I'm getting paid out. I'm showing everybody my bank statements. I'm showing everybody my trades, my executions. Nobody can compete with that. I don't know a single person that can show what I can show. I know a few people, but not the people that are my age. Maybe if you're 25, you're doing that. But when I'm 25, imagine what I'm doing right now. Imagine me doing that shit later. Just picture that. If I'm doing what I'm doing now and I'm creating all of this fucking income for myself, imagine what I'm doing when I'm 25. If if I'm able to make $130,000 at 18 in a month, then I should be able to make $1 million in a month before I become 20. And I'm going to do it all through trading. I don't care. I'm not going to keep my mentorship open forever. My mentorship will close at one point because I want to create an army of the best ever traders. And I don't want everybody to know my strategy, because my strategy is truly one of a kind. You may think that you can find it somewhere, but I promise you, you cannot. There are no YouTube videos online on it. There's simply nothing. It doesn't exist. All right? And that's partially why. And that's partially why I kept it to myself for the first 3 to 4 months of me learning it, because I wasn't about to release something that I wasn't sure like how it worked. That makes no sense. I had to fully understand it. I had to grasp it. I had to learn it. And now that I mastered it, I'm able to teach it. And I can show the results. I can show what all of my students are doing and all of that. That's just how I'm able to make $130,000 a month. It all adds up to that. Hella people don't like courses, and I completely get you, because a lot of people scam, and I have bought a lot of mentorships and I have gotten scammed. I have paid for people that have taught me strategies that I do not use. And honestly, if I learned what I do right now, I would be way better off. I would have probably gotten a payout in my first month of trading, like my students are. But, you know, I started off on the harsh route, and that shit took up hella years. I started off trading Forex because my dad put me onto it, and then I started trading options. But before options, I started stocks. When I started stocks, I was maybe 12, 13 years old, and I really wanted to make a lot of money. I only then realized that you need to have a lot of cash in your account to make money on stocks, because there is a rule. You need a lot of money to buy the stock. I'm talking about stocks, not stock options. So then I discovered stock options. I'm like, wow, I see these people, they have a $1,000 account and they're flipping it into a $5,000 account, $10,000 account. I want to do that. That needs to be me. And what do you know? I put in $100. I take my first ever trade. I full port it, and I end up making $20. I'll never forget that day, because I ran into my brother's room and I told him, look, I made $20 on my phone, and I'm 12 years old. Mind you, I did nothing. I clicked a button, waited 5 minutes, clicked another button, made $20. And at that point, I was like, I need to do this for the rest of my life. Because remember, my dad was doing it. I'm like, wow, if this is what my dad is doing, this is what I need to do. And my dad is doing this at home. I would grow up and I would just pass him, and I would always see a chart on a screen. And one day, I finally had the courage and I asked him, and he just told me. And he put me on. I was losing money trading options. It was literally me working my first job ever at Chick-fil-A, and I would get a paycheck. I would put my paycheck into my options trading account. I used TD Ameritrade at first. After TD Ameritrade, I used E-Trade. You guys can fact check all of that. I was able to have a custodial account with them, and I was able to trade options level 2 with them. They were the only 2 firms that would allow that at the time. Now I know nobody else is gonna know that, because I was probably the only one that you're watching that was doing this at that time. Maybe Bonkonomics was doing it, because I remember watching his content back in the day. But apart from that, nobody else probably has a clue on what I'm saying. But just know I was trading options at that time. So after about 2 years of me putting my paycheck into my options account, losing it, waiting until the paycheck, let me tell you, waiting until the paycheck was the worst, because I would fund it, right? And putting the cash into the account, it took 2 or 3 days. And I would wait those 2 or 3 days. I was so hungry to take a trade. And then I would have the money in the account. And then guess what? All of that cash is blown. It's all gone. I blew the account. And then I have to wait until the next payday. And then that shit was in another week and a half. And it was like that for so long. And I hated it so much. But listen, at the end of the day, it got me here. It got me to literally location freedom. I can go anywhere, do anything that I want. I can travel. I'm going to Cancun in a week with my boys that I met online, and they all do what I do. One of them is a closer. Jake Ryan closes. That guy, crazy guy. I met him. He got me a closer. I'm like, bro, I should have been on this, you know? And honestly, I'm all for it, bro. because I can truly prove that I can do this for real, and I have posted all of the proof online, and that's why everybody wants me to be their mentor. That's why everybody's bombing my mentorship students, asking them what my strategy is, because everybody wants to know, but you know, at the end of the day, not everybody's gonna find out because there's going to be a limited amount of people. Anyways, after trading options for 2 years, it finally clicked for me and I was able to start making small money. I started making $300, $400, $500 a day. That slowly turned into $1,000 a day, then two. Once I was making $1,000, $2,000 a day, I slowly bumped up my size and I was now making $3,000 to $4,000 a day in high school. And that shit was crazy. Let me tell you, seeing that cash stack up in your bank account, that shit is a feeling that I can't describe. And especially, I was doing this shit at 16. I was the kid with all the money. I never had a problem paying for anything, and it was just the best feeling of my life. Now, in the middle of my junior year of high school, mind you, I graduated high school in the class of 2024, I discovered futures trading, specifically prop firm trading, and I bought my first ever funded account, and I blew it, but I remember the first ever day I ended up making $1,000 on it, and that was a really good day for me. And I mean, that really just showed me what was possible. I'm like, look, I can buy access to funding and I can take trades on it, and if I make money on the trades, I can get paid out without putting up any of my real money and having any of my real money at risk. At most, you're going to have $100 to $300 at risk per account, because that's how much an account costs. A 50K account at TopStep costs $50. To activate it, it costs $150. The 100K costs $100. The 150 costs $150. Now, when I began trading futures, it was very similar because I would be trading SPX and QQQ when I was trading options. If you guys don't know what that is, that's the S&P and that's the NASDAQ. But those are just the ETFs. Those are not the stocks. Keep that in mind. Now, when I transitioned over to futures, I could use my strategy, but it took a while for me to be able to use it effectively. Now, it wasn't exactly the same as options because options I could hold for several days. Futures, I was limited to holding it until the market closed that day. This caused me to learn a new strategy, and I started diving into ICT. ICT was really good. ICT concepts are really good. They work, right? And you know me, I'm a rage baiter. I'll say that they don't work, but you know, people make money with them, so who am I to say that they don't work? I was one of the people that used to make money with it. I don't trade it anymore, but I have made a handful of students profitable and taught them how to trade ICT. Now, I'm just saying, when I did trade ICT, I was making $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month. Now I transitioned from ICT to trading order flow, and I'm making $80,000 to $110,000, $120,000 a month. At the end of the day, it's all business, and business is going to scale. I legitimately have a service that I provide that teaches people how to become profitable day traders in the stock market, and I can prove that with all of my students' results. That's why I can charge a service, and maybe one day I will make more from my service than I do from trading. Maybe one day that happens. But you know what that's gonna do? I'm not gonna sit there and I'm not gonna relax because my bills are paid for by my mentee students. That's gonna push me to make even more money because I wanna flex the fact that I can make more money than my course. And if you guys are considering giving trading a shot, I highly suggest you do. I mean, look, I gave it a shot when I was a kid. I was only 10, 11, 12 years old when I saw my dad doing it, and I decided, hey dad, what is this? And I asked him, and he ended up putting me on, and now I'm able to do this. And I'm able to treat him, and I'm able to buy him gifts, and I'm able to treat my parents, my friends, give them a life that they never thought that they were able to have. Isn't that a great fucking accomplishment for an 18-year-old? But I still want to accomplish more. And I'm still gonna work harder until I make $1 million a month. And mark my words, when I do, I'm gonna stitch this fucking video and you guys are gonna see. Anyways, after 4 months of trading ICT, I quickly transitioned into trading levels. After starting to trade levels, this is where my income jumped from 20K a month to now making 80, 90, 100K a month. I'm factoring in course cash because I'm gonna keep it real with you, but I'm just saying, look, I made money trading ICT. I'm not saying that that shit doesn't work, because if people made money with it, who am I to say that, you know, it's not valid? I'm just saying that there's better ways to make money out there. There's easier ways to make money out there.